Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Informal Podcast, giving you another podcast. This is 232. 232. That's right. Again, this is Mr. Informal, giving you the latest and greatest Mr. Informal Podcast. It's going to be great, that's for sure. I hope you are doing well, staying healthy wherever you are in the world. I hope you are safe. Not only that, last but not least, I hope you are enjoying life. So certainly I hope you are having a great weekend, or wherever you are, or whatever day you are in the world. And certainly please do not forget to add me on Instagram, MISTERINFORMAL, and then check out my website, mrinformal.com, MRINFORMAL.com. And so, what do we have for this Mr. Informal Podcast 232? Well, number one, Etty will be guaranteeing its delivery for this holiday. Number two, Asics is on the come up when it comes to the trends, especially with its GT2160 model. Celebrity seats in the runways. That's right. You're seeing a lot of celebrities, a lot more celebrities in the fashion shows. And last but not least, what's happening with the social shop? You know, the shopping you do in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of that. What's going on? Well, not really. Most people are going to the brand's website instead of these social media. That's right, and those are the 4 topics for this Mr. Informal Podcast 232, and let's go ahead and start the podcast. For the first topic from RetailDive.com, titled Etty guarantees on-time delivery during the holidays. That's right. Really? Guarantee? So ahead of the busy holiday season, Etty touted 3 initiatives aimed at making it easy for buyers to discover and shop from the best possible listing from independent seller. According to a company post in its website, the company highlighted its purchase protection program, which promises to deliver products on time or offer customers a refund. Etty said it also expanded protection for sellers this holiday season by covering the cost of refunds on more qualifying orders. Etty also said it is introducing a deal hub exclusively on its app to showcase personalized deals throughout the season. Additionally, the company recently grew its team of style experts, which curates Etty's picks for customers and hopes to expand the number of Etty's picks tenfold by the end of the year. Well, first and foremost, I'm glad they are covering sellers' refund. That would certainly put a lot of pressures on a lot of brands out there. That could be Amazon and definitely eBay. Scrolling down the article, the company covering the cost of refunds for sellers, helping to ensure they keep their earnings. Last year, the company announced it would invest at least $25 million each year to cover the cost of these refunds up to $250. The policy guarantees customers will receive a full refund if an item doesn't match its description, arrives damaged, or never arrives. Oh, it's not really on-time delivery, but okay. Etty's doubling down on holiday sales this year. The company ran a site-wide sale in September and a discount promotion in October to kickstart the holiday shopping on the platform. Etty said also hold a cyber sales event in November. We all know that's going to be Cyber Monday, Black Friday, whatever you want to call it. But if they are guaranteeing the seller's cost for refund, sure, that's good. Now, I honestly think this is a good idea. In terms of the profit margins and overall sales, it might be a bad idea, but again, that depends on how many shoppers there will be shopping in Etty. If there is a lot, this becomes a great idea, but it certainly puts a pressure onto their competitors, especially eBay and Amazon. Not only that, that could also be Walmart. But certainly, depending on the seller's profits here, this could be a great thing. I mean, they could sell at Etsy alone. But again, that depends on the seller and also the customers if the item is in Etsy. If not, then there's no point of going Etsy. But certainly Etsy is putting the pressure. Not only that, it's definitely giving a good start onto their plan. Hopefully this works, because I do like to see the seller win. I do like to see the seller and the customer win, although it does not state on time delivery here. I mean, especially in this article. Again, if maybe they're just talking about if the item gets lost, it's arrived damaged, or it doesn't match the description. But again, it doesn't talk about timing. I mean, they said, although the title says the e-commerce companies are in full refunds for gifts not delivered by their estimated date. But in this article, I mean, going down the paragraph, it doesn't really say much about the estimated date. But whichever, if they are covering the cost for the seller, sure, let them go ahead and do that. I'm just hoping there's not a fine print in there that sellers get screwed. On to the second topic. Asics is on the come up. I don't have an article for it, but if you are into fashion, I'm sure you're seeing it. A lot of Asics shoes are up and coming. They're becoming a trend. Reminds me so much of New Balance. And then Hoka is also coming up too. A lot of sneakers or trainer shoes or trainer brands are coming up. So Asics, especially with its model GT2160 that has been collaborated with Kith, also with Undefeated. There's also collaboration with other boutique brands out there too. But certainly a lot of these, the GT2160 is making Asics a lot of money. Unbelievable. Used to wear Asics with its Asics Gel Light 3, especially with the no tongue. Basically a split upper. It's unbelievable that Asics is getting a lot of its fame, especially with the GT2160. I mean, I don't see anything special about it. I mean, it's more like a training shoes or runner shoes. But hey, who am I to judge what you're wearing, especially when it's just casual, right? In any case, like I said, Asics is making a ton of money with the 2160. They're probably gonna release more colorway. The most recent colorway that they released was the the metal gray and the green. It's pretty nice. Honestly, I wanted the metal gray and the yellow. That is collaboration with Kith. I missed it, but hey, it is what it is, okay? I'm not gonna pay oversold or reseller's price, because come on, let's be honest, I don't need it desperately. But in any case, don't get me wrong, Asics is a great brand. I wear Asics right now when it comes to hiking. They have a great hiking shoe. And so also a lot of these new fans or new customers that Asics have is pretty good. And now they're gonna be on the lookout for Asics other than just Nike and Adidas. And obviously they got competition from Puma, Onitsuka. I think Onitsuka and Asics are probably related. And then you have New Balance, and then Hoka, and then I can go on and on. I mean, you even have Haku. And so there's a lot of shoes out there basically. But right now, Asics and New Balance are the hit on the trend right now. Everybody seems to want to post them on social media. Not only that, a lot of the influencers out there are wearing the shoes even just for casual wear, which is great. Again, it's great that they're put on the spotlight other than the two major brands out there. And also Asics also innovates when it comes to their shoes. They have a great cushion, they have a great design, breathability, They also have a great technology that people don't even know, especially the Asics Gel Light 3. It's very similar to New Balance. They all have their technology, but it just seems Asics is not a dance brand. It's a runner shoe and a trainer shoe. That's all it is. But for some reason, they're getting into fashion. They've always been into fashion. People just dismiss them because they prefer wearing Nikes and Adidas. But it is what it is. But right now, Asics is on the come up. Also, their prices is great in terms of compared to the competition. Now, do you want to check out the 2160? Look, if I was you, try them on. If you like them, you like them. If you don't like them, you don't. It just so happens that a lot of people out there are wearing Asics, and to me, it's great because it's just another brand out there that people can look to other than just the two major brands out there. Not only that, they have a great performance. So Asics can back it up. It's the same with New Balance. On to the third topic. I call it celeb seats. Celebrities having seats on the fashion runway shows. Now, don't get me wrong, this has been happening for a long time. You have celebs going to runway shows, but it was not as many was not popular, and it were not frequent as it is now. Nowadays, basically, you see every damn celebrities being in runway shows, and this could be a topic on its own. And these runway shows are becoming a circus lately. They want to have something great in their shows instead of showcasing the clothes. But going back to the celebs, look, when you have celebs in your shows, it's a lot of exposure, which is great. That's marketing, that's press. But at the same time, you have these celebs going there. I mean, I guess they just do it just because they can, just because they like to, or just because of the exposure, the awareness, just because they like the brand, they want to market the brand. I mean, it could be anything. Or they could just be socializing while they see a certain clothes that they like. But honestly, are they really there for the clothes, or are they just there because they were paid to be there, or they were just there just to get exposure? I mean, it could be all of those. It could be a mix of those. It could be a little bit this and that. I don't know. But honestly, I think for the most part, celebs just don't need to be there. There's a reason why they're celebrities. They're already famous already. But hey, if they're friends with the designer, sure, why not? I guess you can support your friends. But again, are they really there for the design aspect? Or are they really there just because, hey, I'm just gonna support you because, you're my friend? They're not really critiquing the clothes itself. If they did critique the clothes itself, friendship may go on the wayside, maybe up in the air. But again, let's be honest here. I just wish celebs could just be honest and tell us what they think of the clothes, because for the most part, I just think they're there just because they're celebs. They want to mingle with other celebs, or they're just there because they want to support the brand. All of those. And I guess we shouldn't have celebs giving their input because they're not really the best type of people to even give input unless they were educated, or they're actually there to actually critique. If they are, then hey, I'm gonna give credit where it's due. I will give them props for critiquing the show itself and the design of it. But this is not anything new. I just think that it's happened much more frequently. There are much more celebs in the runway shows, and you don't have as many people as critiquing the show. I haven't even done a collection review in a while. I shouldn't say in a while, in a long time. and I'm trying to get back in it. It just takes time, it takes a long time. But at the same time, just sticking to this topic, I honestly don't think they need to be there. And if they do need to be there, maybe they're just there to support their friends, because I think it's just ridiculous that, we care more about celebs going to a show instead of actually caring about the show itself. Meaning, what's the design like? What's the inspiration like? Do we like the design? Do we like the overall show? I mean, is it ready to wear? Is it too hot couture? Is it too of a prototype? Too much complexion. All of those. But hey, celebs are the celebs. They basically can go anywhere and everywhere. On to the last topic, social shop. Honestly, what happened to shopping in Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Meta? I mean, seriously, what happened? And really nothing happened because most people prefer shopping on the brand's website. Because when you have the brand's website, you have full access of all the products. Not only that, a lot of sellers or a lot of brands don't want to give away the cut, because when you have your shop in these websites, obviously they get a cut, and so people would prefer just going to the website and just seeing all the products. Or there's even brands out there that don't even have shop in these social media, because again, they don't want to give the social media a percentage of the sale, and so they just prefer providing the link. Seriously, I'm sure there are probably maybe 1 or 2% people buying in the social media platforms, but that's only 2%. And so people would rather prefer buying at the brand's website, because they could have free shipping, they could have deals, they could have coupons, it could be a number of things. And they could have the full access of all the products, because I've noticed that when I go to these social media shopping, is that they don't have all the products of the brand's items. And so this is why, there's no point. It's just better just to go to the brand's website just to see all the products. Not only that, it's just easier to navigate. It's not on the phone. Me, I prefer buying on the computer than on the phone. I really don't understand why people still buy from the phone. But hey, that's them. That's their data. And if they want to give away the privacy, that's them. Going back to just social media shopping, it hasn't been successful, honestly. Look, I don't have an article to back that up. But if there was an article that is saying that shopping in social media has been successful, then there would have been a lot of articles. But honestly, there's not. I have not even seen one website that's telling me that a lot of the social media shopping has been successful. None. Now, if you want to talk about the brand's metaverse like Louis Vuitton, they can go shopping, sure. But again, that's on their website. That's their brand's website, not a social media. And so, where does that leave the social media shopping? Really, it's dead. This is why I don't understand why a lot of these, you have Mark Zuckerberg. You got Snapchat CEO focusing on that when there's no point. Just focus on what the product is best for, and that's it. Not only that, remove all the bots, and then that's it. And then if you really want to have community engagement, how about filter out all the fake posts out there and actually engage people? Maybe Instagram can show video. How about an Instagram journal? Instagram doesn't have journal, even though it is kind of a journal, but again, it doesn't. What about Snapchat? Is Snapchat just a messaging platform? It's just a disappearing social media platform. I don't know, but again, in terms of shopping, there's really nothing that's going on for it, and so it's really dead in the water. And so that basically concludes this Mr. Informal Podcast 232. Hopefully you enjoyed this podcast by me. Hopefully I give you some insights and make you learn about new news that you have not heard before. And if you did listen to me from beginning to end, I really do appreciate it. So wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And please do not forget to add me on Instagram, MISTERINFORMAL. And then check out my website, mrinformal.com, mrinformal.com. And so I will see you in the next podcast. Bye-bye.